It's time to have another look, or a first look at another one of Mr. Ritchie's little projects that he bought me. This time it's a Hoover Turbomaster total system in fairly good shape cosmetically. It is filthy dirty, needs a good old polish, but of course the more worrying thing is what it's going to be like mechanically, and yeah, I've not looked at it yet. We're going to go through it together and see what it's going to take to get this old girl fighting fit once more. Let's have a look. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Yes, I think we're doing a little bit better than this poor old girl who, yeah, looks a little bit down on her luck. But it doesn't seem too bad. It has the standard Turbomaster lean, as they all sadly do. Always check when you buy a Turbomaster what the lean is like. This one's fairly okay. I've seen a lot worse. What we should probably start with first is the cable, which, as you can see, is using the optional single cord hook assembly. Yes, that is because there is a little bit of damage on this machine. But first we're going to have a look at the plug, because I know that many of you like us doing that, and it's a little bit of a moderner one because it has shielded pins. But then again, actually this may have been from the era where they had, and it is a Livia plug, Livia 229. Yeah, not too bad at all. We'll get rid of that sticker and it should be okay, because if I just drop you down a little bit, yes, it is, well, it's got half of it left, I suppose. It's lower cord hook, very common. And if a turbo power one fits, we're okay, because I've got some of those. May not be grey, but it will fit nonetheless. So that's, for now, the only actual damage that I can see. We don't have any small tools, but that's not too much of a problem. We have ourselves a hose look, which has seen some use. We have ourselves an extension wand, which has also seen some use. Oh dearie me, but hey, they're there. Next problem will be how corroded these two screws are in there. I shall find out when I strip her apart, although won't do that right now. Oh, there's a, sure, on my Turbomaster that bit's completely sealed. Whether has it broken off? I don't know, that seems very clean. Snapped off. It's probably okay. It doesn't do much anyway, because of course you can change these settings here just like that. In fact, we could probably take this out. I think, oh, you can't. You can, on some of them you can take them out, but on this one don't seem to be able to. It's loose. I was hoping to do it so we could have a quick peek at the motor, because the last Turbomaster that we looked at on this channel was pretty bad indeed in the motor department. Yeah. One slight issue is that the sticker itself has faded, and look, you can see the difference behind it. That's not actually too bad. I don't think that's faded. That's just where this needs polishing up to match this, and the writing hasn't embedded itself in too much. So that should be okay. We'll pop that back there. But yeah, it's the actual sticker itself that's got a bit faded. I won't stick it on properly because it'll have to come off when I wash it. Inside the bag door, we don't have a bag, so that's a thing. There's nothing living in it though, so that's not too bad. Our bag full indicator tube, the tube that does the vacuum pressure for the light, seems to be a bit floppity, but yeah, that's not the end of the world. Do seem to have an air freshener in here. of some description. What flavour is it? If I can get this off, I'm a bit careful because I don't want to snap the plastic. Come on. He says, probably having to bend it more than I would. There we go, more than I would like. Oh, we have ourselves an orange one. And it does actually still just about smell. So these do, as long as they've got a little bit of smell left in them, wash up, and it does sometimes reinvigorate them. So we may be able to, obviously it won't smell great or a lot, but there will just be a waft of the 1990s in there for us to use. There we go, that snaps on there like so. Yeah, not too shabby at all. This certainly seems one of the better ones that I have had. Let me bring you down and we'll have a closer look at the business end, which is quite, it's not bad. I mean, we have a massive scratch through the writing here. There isn't really anything I can do about that at all. There's sadly no sticker, and the whole thing has spent some time on its front. I mean, if I catch the light, yeah, look, it's very, very scratched, and I'm not going to be able to get a vast amount of that out because you have to compound down quite a lot. But our height control works. Oh, this doesn't. Oh no, it does. It has to lock on. Oh no. That's quite bunged up. We might have a look at that in a minute. Oh, let's just recline her down, and oh look, I can see the ratings plate which sits under here. U5094 from October 1988. Yeah, a nice, pretty early one actually. I don't think they started much before 88. Underneath we have a pretty good, although a little bit soft, brush roll, but yeah, it's certainly got some meat on it. Let me grab the screwdriver of truth and we'll undo the 3 screws on this one. It's been a little while since I've worked on a Turbomaster, cannot lie to you, but there we go, it all comes back, and yeah, not too shabby. What I want to do is check the belt spindle turns and we don't have a smashed fan. It certainly does, although I can already tell that the belt is pretty shagged out. They are really difficult to get on, which is why. Are you going to move over? Oh, you're not. Yeah, the belt lever isn't working very well at all because it's probably rusted up. We'll leave that. It should sort itself out. So yeah, it's probably wearing the original belts from 1993, but it all turns. It's, free. It's not too bad at all. I think we should put the screws back in and we'll brave a turn on. I'm not going to worry too much about it not having a bag because my rug isn't that filthy, and let's be honest, it's going to all come apart and be washed fairly quickly after this video, so not the end of the world anyway if it does put up a little bit of muck. Now we'll put that in, and then I'm going to go and plug it in and we'll turn it on and see. It's probably going to sound flipping awful, but we shall confirm. Plugged in, and it didn't immediately turn on, so the switch is off. We ready? That's not too bad actually. We don't have a headlight. We may now have some brushing action once I recline it. That works really well. You're at completely the wrong angle to see it. Hang on, I can already smell that air freshener. That's really nice. Yeah, even with a completely warm belt. even with a completely worn belt, that's not too bad. Well, I think we are lucky in that the belt that's worn is the motor to pulley, and therefore takes all the drag off of the brush rod. The brush rod will just turn as much as it's given. Oh, this is soft now. Ooh. How much rubbish have we now got plastered in here? Wow, quite a lot actually. That's not bad at all. A little bit in there, so yeah, we'll be all right. Certainly clean that up well. So yeah, what, this is a very good base. Should be a fairly simple take it apart, wash it, new motor bearings, pull it back together, show you the after video. Oh, actually, we haven't checked the tool suction, have we? Although there will be some, not a lot, so we can turn her on. Yeah, there's some there. Look, I've trapped that pipe like a old person's colostomy tube poking out of their trousers. Yeah, very good indeed. So, an excellent base. I mean, it works 100% better than the last Turbomaster before video of Mr. Ritchie's that we saw. It's on. Let's just turn it on and recline it. Probably not going to come up mint, you know, there's only so much I can do. Oh gosh, look at that. So it's all blown out of the back door. There's only so much I'm going to be able to do with the scuffs and scrapes and not losing that writing. But we'll do our best. With enough wax you can hide anything. So, yeah, I'm fairly pleased with that. That's not going to be too difficult at all. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I and this will see you soon. Bye bye.